Oh yes, you're welcome back again to today's broadcast. In fact, today is a very heavy broadcast and happy news also, because we can call it a good news. This issue of Biafra recognition and the negotiation also. The negotiation and the recognition that is going on around the world right now. And now, Dr. Ngozi Araboze, she has now come out, start calling on Nigerian government for them to come so that let them negotiate and let talk about Biafra in a round table so that every section will know what they are doing and will understand where they stand on and where they belong, so that Nigerian soldiers they can leave the Biafran soil. In fact, in this video you are going to see everything. Don't skip any part of it. Try to watch it to the end so that you will understand everything happening in this video. So according to the headline, it says Biafra negotiation happening now. US government meets Nigeria over USB recognition for Biafran independence. Have you seen it? The US government, the issue of mayor and the issue of US Congress. Since all those while they have been debating about the issue of Biafra and how Nigerian can divide so that the Biafran people can go and also Nnamdi Kanu can be free. So it is no more a news. It has been on the US government table for a long time. But this time, it is now another turning point where Dr. Ngozi Araboze is now calling on Nigerian government for them to come together, for them to come so that let them negotiate if they will still be part of Nigeria or if they will not be part of Nigeria. So in this video, you are going to hear the whole news by herself and from this our Biafran activist. She's going to explain a lot of things concerning what is happening in Biafra land to us. So about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for everyone to see the good news, the good thing that is happening in Biafra land.
And I am back again to share with you important updates, my people. This update where they inside this video is for all Biafrans, both in the homeland and also in diaspora. Big one name one name one. Wambo funny watch the video at the very end so that you will not miss out no updated in EMEA, because this update here is coming from the table of Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Araboze. A very important update for that matter. As you can see, on 14th of May 2026, Deputy Prime Minister released this update, and it states, press release, statement of caution to the federal government of Nigeria. Let's see the detail. Urgent call for peaceful dialogue on the United States of Biafra USB independence with Dr. Ngozi Araboze to end the bloodshed. Officially today, Biafra government just extended hand for a peaceful dialogue with the federal government of Nigeria because of too much wufu. So let's see the detail and the reason why Dr. Ngozi Araboze decided to take this particular action. The United States of Biafra USB government and cabinet issued this word of caution. The cost of continued violence is too high. The report of buyings of USB civilians and Nigeria security personnel. Watch videos. Don't worry, I will play those videos that Deputy Prime Minister showed at the end of this particular update. I will play it. Kaincha will watch. She continues, have created a cycle of retaliation that will benefit no one. This cycle could get worse if not addressed immediately. The report kidnappings of Mr. Dominion and Miss Ezima and the alleged use of AI-generated messages to implicate citizens have deepening mistrust. Every life lost, Biafran or Nigerian, is a failure of leadership. So, my people, here Dr. Ngozi Araboze na kawate babuna. Nigeria security personnel, here map go strategy hajine busisi ndi bai. And this strategy haneji bo how were AI generated messages he were implicate ya ụmụ baanyị ka e wee sị na ha bụ nke a na ọha na-egbu ndị mmadụ ma na ọha na-eme kidnapping ma ọ bụghị ofu ebubo ma ọ bụ ọzọ and na n'ihi nke a na a na-akwafu ọbara ụmụ Biafran and also ndị Nigeria too ọbara ha n'onwe nke ha na-akwafukwa because ndị baanyị kwa na Biafra military na-egbukwa ha too. So she's not telling everybody that this is a failure of leadership. No, let them have a peaceful dialogue for peace to reign. Let's see other important thing where Dr. Ngozi Oraveze talk in this remaining write-up. She said, peaceful separation talks are the lawful paths. We caution the federal government of Nigeria, military force cannot end an idea. Yes, so they cannot end Biafra. Their army cannot end Biafra. And suppression fuels resistance. The only durable solution is dialogue. I urge you to open immediate and good faith talk on peaceful separation with credible Biafra representative to be led by Dr. Oraveze to negotiate terms under the OEAS, African Union, Pan-African Forum and UN frameworks to be led by the Organization of the Emerging African State, OEAS. So my people, they said, may they have a peaceful talk. Now wait till the Biafra government, the federal government of Nigeria, they should have a peaceful talk and people or organization will go be their witness why this peaceful talk will be going on. Will be Pan-African Forum, UN framework, and the Organization of Emerging African States, which happen to be OEAS. Yes, so they are going to be around. Why the both party, Biafran and Nigeria government, will negotiate the separation talk. Let's continue. History will judge this moment. Nigeria and the United States of Biafra stand at a crossroad. You can be remembered as an administration that chose war without end, or as the leaders who had the courage to negotiate peace and stop the killing on the both sides. The world is watching. The OEAS, the Pan-African Limited Forum, International Criminal Court, UN Human Rights Council, and global media are documenting every reported atrocity. So, USB actually make their demand from the federal government of Nigeria. Today, let us see what they are demanding from them. According to this particular update, it says, our demand to prevent further loss of life. Number one demand, withdrawal and ceasefire. Withdraw all the Nigerian military, police, DSS from the 40 states of Christian nation of Biafra territory. Halt all forceful withdrawals, kidnapping by Nigeria Biafra agents. Halt all invasion of Biafra families at night by Nigeria agents using healers, armored tank, AK-47, etc. Halt all active Nigeria invasion and military operations in the 40 states of USB territory. All those evil wey the Nigeria government and their agents they do for Biafra land, they should stop it. The first demand wey they make today, they should end it. They should call it a quit today. Let's see number two demand. Release all innocent USB detainees. Free Mr. Dominion, Miss Ezima, Oganiru Biafra, Jerry, Ikuku, and many innocent Biafran fighting for their freedom and confronting the reintegrated terrorists brought in by Nigeria, the legitimized governors, and the Nigeria government into Biafra territory. My people, nda akpokwere ọbụkwa obere ụmụ Biafra ka akporo. Mr. Dominion amakwam na aka akpara na ndị arụrụ na akporo ya. Miss Ezima, I've been bringing her reports here. I've brought her updates so many times here. I don't know that she's still being detained. Then Oganiru Biafra, I've heard about him. My people, nda ọbụkwa obere ndị mmadụ ka na-ekporo n'ala Biafra. So, Deputy Prime Minister have said in the second demand that they should release all our detainees, all our brothers and sisters they have detained in their custody. Let's continue. Free all USB citizens held without charge or trial. Stop burning innocent Biafra homes and destroying their economic power. Then, number three demand. Meet with Dr. Ngozi Oraveze and Biafra representative with your Nigerian negotiator within 30 days for OEAS, Pan-African Forum and UN-mediated talk on separation modalities and determinations. Yes, so he said, okay. Number 3, the demand that Nigeria government should select people where they go send, that they should come and meet with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and other Biafran representatives so that they would discuss how to separate, like official separation talk will happen between the both party in the presence or in the witness of all these important organization, my people, that dealing with separation of a new nation. So guys, number 4 demand by Deputy Prime Minister by Biafra government today from federal government, they told them to end AI evidence flood. All these evidence, whether they use AI, they generate, using it against our people, they should end it. Let's continue. Stop the forceful taking of innocent Biafra citizen cell phones. They should stop seizing Biafran cell phone, like their phone. They will collect their phone and use it and generate some AI message. They will use it to implicate them. They should end it. Number 5, she's told them the 5th demand says, end terrorism in Biafra territory and stop the propaganda by Nigerian politicians that fuels global terror and promote transnational repression. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze has consistently advocated and used non-violent legal pathway to United States of Biafra freedom and independence, which was realized on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland. So Dr. Ngozi, they tried to tell them here, say, since after the declaration that she has chose to be using a peaceful way to advocate for the freedom and independence of Biafra people. And the way, if you look this matter very well, we know say federal government of Nigeria, they are actually testing the patience of Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They want to push her to the level that she cannot be able to take what the Nigerian government are doing to Biafrans again, and she will begin to act. And trust me, the kind of action they want her to act is the type of action that our PM did. It's not that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze no fee make such order, but she just trying to avoid waiting happen to our PM and our leader Nnamdi Kanu, so that Nigerian government will not have any official evidence against her that she talked in the social media. That is what she's trying to avoid, and they are forcing it down her throat. They are doing it so that she will react, and even when she have not even reacted, they have already put her. Bianca Ono don't write plenty petition against her. She went to United States of America and wrote so many petitions against her. Talk more of when she can't react. That is why she is trying to be calm with federal government of Nigeria, because she don't know, say, oh marago ni ha nkata akpara no bu uzo ha choro iji enweta ya na achoro ka ha wee nwudu ya ka ha si wee nwude PM ka achịkọla evidence n'aka ga chinye Trump si ya ngwanu nekwan. So ya ka o ji wee were uzu udo, ọbụla na ọ mara ihe ọ ya eme, ọbụla na ọ mara ọdọ ọ ya enye ndị Biafra elite squad e finish ya like a finish ndị a, but ọ na-try, ọ na-achịkọta onwe ya ọnụ. So let's see the ending of what she write today before we will hear how our leader Nnamdi Kanu supported this kind of Biafra struggle nke Deputy Prime Minister na-eme otu ojo iji aka ike wee soro ndị Nigeria government. I ga-anụ from our leader Nnamdi Kanu, but Kairan Digodiye, Deputy Prime Minister kwuru. So she continues, to ignore her voice and continue your current modus operandi is to choose more graves. We caution no nation prosper by killing its own future. The United States of Biafra Christian nation seeks life and not war. Meet us at the table, not at the battlefield. The time to talk is now, before the next mother will bury a child in USB or in Nigeria. So, as you can see, this was issued by Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. So, my people, when I know another update today that backed Deputy Prime Minister Kureba, and our leader Nnamdi Kanu kuru before Oweba Ananga Kaifuru okwu. So okwu a bụ okwu our leader Nnamdi Kanu kuru. My people, genu ntị n'okwu a. According to him, he said, if we don't do what we are doing, the world will say they never knew about it. If we don't do what we are doing right now, if the United States of Biafra, if Dr. Ngozi Orabueze failed to do what she is doing right now, which is creating awareness, the Nigerian government na-arụsa ụmụ Biafra. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sịrị na the world will say that they never knew about it. The world will deny you and say that hamakwa no yaka na Biafra na gabiga. Let's continue. The world will say that you rush into war, that you rush into violence and armed confrontation. We are laying the evidence before the world so that the day you march, nobody will blame you. We know what we are doing. Now hear what he talk. He say all this documentation here in the United States of Biafra name, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze name, ọbụrụ na ọ mara ihe ụkara ime, kama na ọ na-ekwukwa, ọ na-atakwa n'aja aka, ọ na-atakwa n'aja eze, ka ụwa niile wee gbara ya akaebe na ya kwukwere ya, so that mgboso ọ ya eju ya isi, o wee sị na ya chọọ ọzọ udo. I don't want peace, I want violence. Nobody will blame Biafra. Una watara. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwuru ya. He ended up by saying, we know what we are doing. Na ya ma ihe anyị na-eme, o doro anyị anya. Ọ bụrụ na ya amaghị ụzọ anyị eji egbu oke a, ọ wụchie mmiri ọkụ egbuo ya egbu, ewekwere mma amagbuo ya bụ oke, kama na ọkụwa niile wee gbara ya akaebe. As you can see, this is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Look at the name here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB leader. Ihe mbosi o kwuru okwu a on the 7th of March 2020. Ka o mere this statement. Na ọ bụrụkwa na ya mara ka anyị ga-esi wee gbuo nda. Ọ bụrụkwa na ya mara ka anyị esi kpa nkata nwuchie nda, kama ka ụwa niile gbara ya akaebe na anyị traikwara. Anyị dikwere ya kama na okwu eze anyị odidi. So my people, amara m ihe unu chere gbasara this new update about this door where Deputy Prime Minister or rather Biafra government mepere ka ndị Nigeria soro ha wee turikọta uche gbasara nkewapụ Biafra from ala Nigeria. Because drop all your opinion in the comment section. Echefukwara na the very very important at this time, because it like video, it will enable you to push it out for more Biafrans to be aware of this update. Because like ya bụ video, nyekwara n'ụmụaka tinye aka na share button, tụsa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ wee fụkwa n'ihe na-eme. Na ọ bụkwa na agbara nkịtị, na ọ bụkwa na United States of Biafra government gbara nkịtị na amaghị ya ga-eme, mana na erizi ha ji wee gba nkịtị.
Oh yes, this is a very powerful speech, a very powerful idea and also advice. She has now sent a very powerful message to Nigerian government for them to come to the round table to discuss and to talk about this issue of division or no division of Nigeria. And let's stop buying of Igbo people. Let's stop buying of people in Nigeria every day. This buying of people every day in Nigeria, it is too much. So that let's discuss if those regions can accept being together, and if those regions cannot accept, let everybody go. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say when he wanted to start his agitation. The same thing Simon Ekpa said, and the same thing Ngozi Orabueze she's now saying, and the same thing many people have said. So we don't really understand the nation called Nigeria, for them to come sit together to discuss about this contraption of country called Nigeria, so that if people can live peacefully and if people cannot live peacefully. In fact, it is something that sometimes when you listen to the whole thing happening in this country, it will look as if it is just like a robot. There are some people that is pressing it like AI, so it used to work on their own favor. But if it is about the favor of the poor man, they don't want it. They want every day let people keep crying. So let them that is on the top, let them keep happy and keep smiling every day. In fact, I would like you to listen from Ted Cruz himself concerning this issue of Nigeria and also the division about this country. Nigeria is a U.S. mayor coming from the U.S. Congress. Just listen and you understand what's really happening in this country.
Officials are at a minimum in denial of the government's role. In October, several officials, including the Deputy Speaker of the Nigerian House and the Chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, and a range of anonymous officials linked to the President, directly attacked me for saying that, quote, officials in Nigeria are ignoring or even facilitating the mass murder of Christians by Islamic jihadists.
That was American Senator Ted Cruz accusing Nigeria's Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu. Benjamin Kalu is a Nigerian Christian from southeast Nigeria who happens to be number 6 person in position of authority in Nigeria. Because even he, Benjamin Kalu, is always reminding everyone who cares to listen that he is number 6. Now, you heard the senator representing Texas in the United States, Ted Cruz, saying that because he raised the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria, that he was attacked by people in Tinubu's government, and particularly the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, that happens to be Benjamin Kalu. Now, why should Benjamin Kalu be the one leading the attack against Ted Cruz? Don't forget that Ted Cruz has a bill in the United States Congress. The bill is titled Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act 2025, in which he was drawing attention to the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria, that Christians are being killed and Nigerian government officials are doing nothing to stop the killings. Now, you can, my perception is, why did Benjamin Kalu allow himself to be used by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, being a Christian, knowing the persecution that Christians passes through in Nigeria? And somebody, American government is raising, drawing attention to it. The President of the United States drawing attention to it, and the man who proposed a bill to tackle it, you allow yourself to be used. Because the only reason why they could have given him that assignment is because he's a Christian. So the narrative is that, how can you say that Christians are being killed when I am here? I'm number 6. So with that kind of mindset of showing that Christians are not, it's not true, I'm a Christian, I can tell you the fact, after all, I'm a Christian too. So that's why they sent him on that errand. Remember, it was a strategy of the Tinubu administration to front Christians in the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria. That was why Daniel Buwala was the person they sent around the world to go and convince the world by visiting major television networks in America and Europe to say that there is nothing like Christian genocide. After all, he's a Christian. Are you getting it? That was the same thing that happened in Benue State. Okay? The same thing happened in Benue State when the governor of Benue State wanted to present himself as being a reverend, that he knows better, and the Americans brushed him aside. And they were listening rather to Bishop Anabe and others who had already testified before the US Congress about 2 or 3 times, drawing attention to Christian genocide in Benue State and how their people are being killed and their lands taken over. And the government of Nigeria is doing nothing to return the land back to the people, or even to help the people return back to their ancestral homes. It was also the same packaging that they did for Remi Tinubu when she also embarked on a diplomacy charm in America. Remember the trending video where Donald Trump recognized her as a prayer session, prayer program in America. And what was that? What was the essence of that? It was to announce that the First Lady of Nigeria is a pastor, pastoring of the big, one of the biggest, is a pastor in one of the biggest churches in Nigeria. In fact, Trump introduced her that there has been a pastor in the biggest church in Nigeria. So the narrative was that how can Christians be genocided on when the First Lady is a Christian and all that. That was the narrative that they want to pass. And obviously the Deputy Speaker fell into that trap. But there's some message they should send you and you say you're not going, knowing that when the people find out, they will not be happy. Because the truth be told, in as much as the American intervention has yet to stop the killings of Christians in the North Central and the Middle Belt and part of Northwest and all that, there is no doubt about it that the issue of Christian genocide had drawn attention to Nigerian government. And some of the policies, some of the things that were being overlooked before, Nigerian government had paying attention, knowing fully well that the world is watching. Okay? So that attention was necessary. That attention was necessary. But when you are a Christian and they want to use you for that kind of thing, you ought to excuse yourself. And even if you are to be there, don't be combative. Because from what Ted Cruz is telling us, he said the Deputy Speaker was attacking him. It means that he didn't use diplomatic words, because if he was use diplomatic finesse, okay, Ted Cruz would not have mentioned that he was attacking him. He was leading the charge in attacking him. So it therefore means that he took his job seriously, believing that what is important for him is politics, to enhance his career in politics. Because after all, he is one of those being rumored to have a governorship interest in Abia State and all that. So he has to do everything he had to do to please the establishment, to please Tinubu, by seen to have protested in a way that even the Congressman, Senator Ted Cruz, was able to consider his intervention an attack on him. And what was the reason for the attack? Because Ted Cruz said the government in which Benjamin Kanu is a member is doing nothing to stop the killings. Okay? Naturally, what they ought to be doing is to how to stop the killings instead of going on diplomatic offensive and attacks. But they were not doing that. All they were doing is to buy time so that the election will come and go. And then their election will be confirmed, whether for good or for ill. So it is very unfortunate that a Christian who ought to know better, will be insulting or attacking American senator for drawing attention to the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria. Because the truth be told, the issue of Christian genocide had been there even before Benjamin Kanu became deputy speaker. And it will still be there and he will live, given the fact that there seems to be no urgency in addressing it. Because despite the effort that Americans had made to draw attention to it, and the Christmas Day bombing, killings are still going on in the Christian heartlands in the north in a manner that is unprecedented. So the problem had not yet been solved. But the issue is this: if you are a Christian and you are serving in government, you don't have to be, you ought to know the truth. You ought to know the truth of what is going on in Plateau, Benue, Taraba, parts of Adamawa, or Kaduna South and all these places. So that when you have opportunity to make an intervention, you make an intervention that will bring permanent solution. Not for you to go and be denying it. Because by attacking Ted Cruz, Benjamin Kanu allegedly is denying that there was Christian genocide. Is denying that government is not doing anything. Because the government is not doing anything tangible to stop the killings. That is the gospel truth. If you go to the epicenter of the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria, the government is doing nothing to solve the problem. Many swaths of land in the North Central have become desolate, taken over by strangers, the original inhabitants leaving their ancestral homes. And you hardly hear Nigerian government mention working towards relocating them. Instead, what you hear in the echo chamber of the Nigerian media establishment is about the need to rehabilitate the terrorists and give them a new lease of life. Nobody's talking about rebuilding the communities. Nobody's talking about driving away the terrorists that have taken over communities and all that. Nobody's even talking about compensation for the lives that were lost. Lives were just mere figures, numbers in press statements. So basically, they have done nothing about it. But what is disturbing is for a Christian who should know better to be attacking those who want to bring help. Okay, the reason why the Americans like Ted Cruz are bringing the attention to Nigeria is because they have seen that the Christians are helpless, literally. And you can see that helplessness when you see supposed top government officials who are Christians going all the way to be attacking those who want to bring help, just to please their paymasters. You see it from Daniel Boala to Reno Mokri and all this. Even Reno Mokri, even Femi Fane-Kayode, if you go to their old videos, they acknowledge Christian genocide, killings and all that. But all of a sudden, it is not an issue that should be talked about. So anybody who talks about it is attacked. And we didn't know. If the Cruz didn't tell us we are not aware that Benjamin Kanu joined Femi Fani-Kayode, Daniel Buala, Reno Mokri, and all others that were in denial of what their fellow Christians were passing through in the epicenters of Christian genocide in Nigeria. The other day I had a pastor saying that the Christian Association of Nigeria, Northern Nigeria, they have broken away from CAN, the national CAN. That their reason was that they are passing through hell, but the Southern CAN are moving around as if nothing is happening. And that is a bad and sad commentary on Christianity in Nigeria. I don't know what to think about the revelation by Senator Ted Cruz that Nigeria Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kanu was among those that were attacking him for drawing attention to Christian genocide in Nigeria and drawing attention to the complicity of Nigerian government in stopping the killings of Christians in Nigeria. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you, and please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.
You all have seen the news. The same thing Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, she's calling for. The same thing Ted Cruz is also saying, that the Nigerian government, they are complicit, that they are aware of the people buying every day, but for them to do the needful, they will never do it. And they will be part of those that will be buying their own season in the name of let remain or let close mouths in the name of this mayhem that is happening every day, this trouble, this buying, this chasing away people from their homeland, and some group of people that will come and they will take over and the government will not do anything. That same thing that this man Ted Cruz is saying. All the news, all the things they say there, it is the same thing. So in a country of Nigeria, the government love seeing blood, shedding of blood every day. They love it. That is why you see, no matter what happens, they will never listen to anybody. Instead of it, they will keep arresting you. That is opening their secrets, and they will keep accusing you of doing something that is not right when you are doing the right thing. That is how Nigeria is built up. So they build Nigeria in a way that it is only darkness will cover everywhere, not light. Because starting from the people that have been saying all those things, not that they are in Nigeria, but as you can see today, there is satellite everywhere, and news to go around these days is very, very fast than you can think of. Something that is happening inside your room, before 2-3 minutes, the news has already spread everywhere. So this is not issue of where is the evidence, where is the news, how come, how did it happen, or who gave you that news. So there is a lot of proof and a lot of evidence that is happening everywhere. That is why Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, she's calling for Nigerian government to come on a round table for them to negotiate, to discuss this issue of oneness, this issue of one Nigeria, because the agitation of Biafran has been going on for a long time now, but still the government, they are keeping adamant, doing as if they are less concerned or they don't know what is happening, but they know everything that is going on. So I'd like you to comment down below what you think about the whole thing going on in Nigeria. Like, share, and let everybody see the thing that is going on in the country. We say thank you for watching.